Hello and welcome, stay here. Welcome in a legendary hero spotlight, where I'm getting deep dive into character and see exactly what they have to offer and what abilities they come with. And today, I want to get closer look to Killgore Slaymaim. Like, it's a legendary hero that is acquired only by Norscan to fulfilling special actions. Wulfric and Trog need to sacrifice their buildings, the settlements, to Khorne. And when it comes to Sail, yeah, he needs to just pick one of them once he reaches the Dark Ritual situation. Yes. So like I said, Killgore Slaymaim is a Khorne hero. He's an insane unit. That's an insane hero. It's just killing machine, and I just love it. Okay, it's just offers so much. So his main trait is Gift of the Hound, weapon strength plus 20% all characters. Passive ability Hellblade, Hero's Army. Passive ability Frenzy, Hero's Army. Armor plus 45, Hero's Army. Base weapon damage plus 10, Hero's Army. That's insane, okay? That's really insane. It's just pure trait for entire army. It's except that it gives weapon strength to everyone. But that Hellblade ability and Frenzy, armor and base weapon, it's insane buff. Only this buffs army incredibly. But that's not over. So Killgore has also more abilities. He starts, he's above the line, the orange line. The first line is weapon strength plus 10%. Okay. Missile resistance 10% and immortality. That's it. Then it comes the special line around level 14, 12, something like that. Campaign movement range plus 10% Hero's Army. Casualty replenishment rate plus 4% Hero's Army. But wait, there's more. Replenishes 20% campaign movement range after winning a battle for a lord and income from raiding 75%. That replenish is so incredible for Norsca. Because you can always, after sacking a settlement, you can always either occupy it or build an altar or whatever, and you can always sack. That gives you the most amount of money. Or if you decide to raise it, you always have a movement to go back to a settlement that they ruin and occupy it. So the army that has spoils can go into it. Note, you can always use that army to just occupy settlement, move away, and sit back again to get the spoils. So, yeah, that's definitely helpful. But having that 20% is really, really helpful. Then you have Persistence of the Hound. Ward save 10% accompanying Lord. Hell yeah. And physical resistance for Killgore himself. Then it's the passive ability Giver of a Furious Glory. That gives base weapon damage up to 15%, armor piercing weapon damage up to 15%, and damage resistance up to 15%. Affect allies in range. Range is 35 meters. An effect increase which nearby entity death. So it's permanent. When you start killing them, it's at some point, yeah, you stack it up. It doesn't disappear like some of them, like the Beorg that are stacking when you're in combat, but when you get out of combat, they drop. I really don't like those buffs. Also, on top of it, he gets unbreakable. So this again, this plus this, you can give your lord up to 25% ward save. Holy shit, that's a lot. That's a lot. Killgore is a dual weapon Khorne hero. I think they only do Gogol. They only make them like this. So his stats are quite good. When Killgore joins the army, his stats boost up because his trait doesn't work when he's alone. Let me show you.
There is only war. Slaughter the sheep.
Boom! Out of nowhere, 1k weapon. Holy fuck! Out of nowhere. Of course, he gets also buffs from the other heroes, but yeah, out of nowhere, skyrocket the weapon strength and everything. So yeah, let's go back out.
Yes, my lord.
So his normal line is Blade Master plus 5 attack, 30 charge bonus if you really want to, armor plus 15%. I had above 200 armor when I was in the army, so he gets the cap. He gets the armor cap. That beyond 200 you don't really need more, so only armor piercing damage goes through. Melee defense plus 12, melee attack plus 12, foe seeker, weapon strength plus 20%, hit points plus 15, leadership plus 12. I don't know. Why do you need... Yeah, I really don't like that they don't think about the talent trees, because if you give in Unbreakable to a hero, then why do you give leadership? This is a wasted ability. Literally. I would get, I don't know, even armor would be a little bit more valuable. But why not, I don't know, give him a speed? Or, I don't know, even the charge bonus or more melee attack. Literally anything but leadership. Leadership is useless when you're Unbreakable. So, yeah, this is dumb. The design is definitely not, you know, thought through, but yeah, whatever. Then another melee attack, melee defense plus 12, and heroic blow. And on top of it, you have 2 more abilities. You can choose. First row, it's Chaos Gladiator, where you get melee attack plus 5, armor piercing plus 50, and bonus versus infantry plus 5. Chaos Commander, when you get Stand or Die ability that gives everyone melee defense and leadership. And of course there is the training action. Experience gain is increased by additional 20%, and casualty replenish plus 5% extra for Hero's Army. Normally I would go for this, but I had it for army with the you know, Skin Wolves, so extra. Yeah, melee defense for them is definitely good. That's why I choose this. Then it's the Hungering Blade. It gives you weapon strength plus 10%, Hungering Blade's ability, and it replaces Hellblade. Question is, does it replace Hellblade for himself or for entire army? Because I don't know. Probably only for him. So I was like, okay, I mean, Hellblade gives me base weapon and armor piercing 20% with 80 kills. Hungering gets me that plus melee attack plus 5 after 40 kills. It's definitely better. But is it that much of improvement over other things? And now, I get a 5% ward save and spell resistance 10% for army. Or charge bonus for entire army 8% and Paragon of Carnage. Melee attack up to 8. Affect allies in range. Affect intensity increase with each nearby entity death. So it's another wide buffer that gives more melee attack. Where this is more or less only personal. I don't even know. I would have to test it, but I assume it's not said for entire army, so I assume it's for him. So if you want to make him tougher, better killer, that's absolutely it. This is nice if you really need spell resistance. He sits on 35%. Army sits on literally 0. So 10%. 10% wouldn't make much sense.
For chaos.
Instead, I rather give him a little bit more oomph and charge bonus.
Northman.
Skid Wolves, yeah, they don't have that much of a charge bonus, so that extra,
True
charge bonus
Bring
on
ruin.
top of what he gives here. Yeah, the frenzy plus this all stacked together, and out of nowhere the charge bonus becomes much more significant. And there is a blue line: training, spread control, assault garrison, assassinate, assault units, and specialists. Yep, that's pretty much it for him, but he also have rage as typical unit, which is, yeah, this is the one I really don't like because it drops. Physical resistance up to 10%, leadership up to 8, another useless, and melee attack up to 5, and intensity effect increase with time spent engaged in melee. So when you drop off the combat, they tend to drop down. Giver of a Furious Glory, that's, hold on, yeah. Giver of a Furious Glory is the one that buffs everything. He's Paragon of Carnage, Encourage, Mark of Khorne, which of course increase his... It increase everything outside of the melee defense. And he sits on 10% physical from this. Missile resistance is bumped by buildings. Spell resistance is because he's a Khornate. And he causes a fear. So on level 34, he does have bonus versus infantry 20, 450 armor piercing and 188 base weapon damage. It goes higher when you're in army. Melee defense 69, melee attack 82, and its magical fire attack speed is 70. He's mountless, and with this speed, yeah, that's a lot. The speed is super good here. I also said he's mountless. He's literally sitting on a mount here. He is on a mount.
Bathe in battle.
And you cannot dismount him. That's why I was tricked. So yeah, he is with a mount. That's why I thought, hey, I'm gonna put it into some fast units. And Skin Wolves are definitely one of them.
My prayers are answered.
Not gonna lie, Killgore literally fits to any army. His buffing potential is so high, it doesn't matter where you put him. It's just, a reward. That said, you get him late in a campaign, at least for sale, if you don't rush the altars. And yeah, if it's pretty much... Wait, I said you need to sacrifice raising buildings. Oh my god, it's the old way. The old way was to raise buildings for specific god name. Now you build an altar. So it's the same with sale. So I'm sorry for that. I messed this up. Definitely it's the old way. I played the old Norsca and that's how you did it. Now you just build an altar for a specific god name and that fills the bar. In this case, there's 4 bars and you choose one. And when you fill it, you get yourself a certain either lord or a hero. There is a Zinchen and Nurgle lord, and for hero is Slaanesh and Khorne. And I'd say
I'll slaughter in your
Killgore is absolutely better reward than Slaanesh Wizard. He does have, the Wizard gives some stuff, but come on, like, Killgore is literally the buffing machine and definitely should be choose over the Slaaneshi Wizard. Cause what Slaanesh Wizard gonna do to you? He gonna do some Slaanesh things. That's it. And Killgore will definitely help you kill stuff. Oh, it help you kill stuff greatly. I love this hero. It's amazing. It's definitely one of the strongest legendary hero out there because he buffs everything to insane level. And with him, any army can become a doomstack. And that's it from me today. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe, tell me what I can improve, and that's it from me today. Thank you for watching, have a great day, take care, and bye bye.